My name is Jesse Davis, host of the Penthouse Podcast, where I interview a lot of my longtime friends, some of the members of my club, and some of Wilmington's finest people. I am so excited to do this show, and I hope you will tune in. Thank you. All right, so we're going to make this really quick today. So we've got, my name is Jesse Davis, and welcome back to the Penthouse Podcast. Today I have my co-host, Jackie Brown. Jackie's been on before. We love Jackie. But our guest today is got a very, very complex, I would say, you've got to be in it to win it for the kind of job that you have.
That's fair.
Because it's not something anyone can just pick up and do.
That's true.
And so I've got Julie Parker today on the podcast.
Thanks for
Yes.
having me.
You're welcome. And Julie, I'm telling you what, I listened to some of her stories. Actually, first of all, we met on an airplane. Maybe wants to know.
I love that.
I love me.
Delta.
I did. Was I on Delta for that one? Wow.
What seat were you in?
What seat wat
I feel
were we in?
like we might have been first class.
Yeah, I
Oh,
guess.
A1, 1A.
I like 1A. I know. It's not even like a first class thing. It's just I feel like that's my seat.
Yes.
I love 1A.
So spoiled.
I know, but
Oh my gosh.
I'm
you're so
single. I'm
spoiled.
gay. I have no children. Like I want to sit in 1A by my goddamn self. You know what I mean? Because I have luckily I flew to Boston this past weekend. It was my cousin Jenna's wedding. Her and Dan got married in Fall River, Massachusetts. It was beautiful. I actually got to hang out with my mom and my grandmother the same weekend.
And you sat in 1A.
Yeah, I did sit in 1A
And so
and back.
What do you do for work?
I'm a crisis communications advisor, which means someone has a PR crisis that is not getting better, and we come in and we help them strategize about how to fix it. We are not spin. We don't do spin. That's a term you often hear with public relations. We don't do spin.
PR is in public relations.
That's
Yes.
right. Sorry. And we work to help figure out how bad it is.
Are there levels of
there are tiers of
Okay.
Like, you'll turn a job down in a minute. You'll be like, yeah, that's too bad. Or like, we can't help you. That's not bad enough.
I'd only turn a job. I don't want to say it.
Yeah,
I'd
down.
only.
Sorry. I don't know
We
what
would consider something based on how forthcoming
right?
presented.
the organization wants to be to get through a crisis.
Sure.
You're
So-
talking about the FBI, the SBI,
Whoever.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness,
we work with a
that's
lot
amazing.
of government agencies. We work with a
Police
lot
departments.
of global brands, a lot of law enforcement. And so there are a lot of very interesting things
dynamics.
I
that
need your
occur.
autograph.
Oh.
Like on my belly.
I'm open to
So
whatever
when
you
I met
need.
you, were you on your way to a crisis or not?
Usually,
I
if
got
we're
you on the
that's a good
fun,
question.
Julie.
If we're flying somewhere, it's typically to do some sort of training event. If we are helping a client or an organization through a crisis, a lot of times it is on the phone, it's face-to-face on Teams or Zoom, and in some cases we have been on site to help with crisis response.
What's the most recent crisis, like major crisis?
Like, are you allowed to say this? Hold on.
I'm being
hold
careful
on.
at how I say it.
Right.
and after
we
the
have
fact.
NDAs over there that we've signed,
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
it's
So
okay.
I'll be super generic.
right.
An organization came to us, no names, and they had an issue where animals had been abused, and then this organization took control of the animals,
We're talking about PETA, are we?
and it got worse.
Oh, I was gonna guess that. Ugh.
That's an example, and the reason why the animal
What kind of
piece
animals?
matters, dogs. And the reason why it matters is because people react like that. They care about dogs
Majorly.
so
like
much
my
more
child.
than they care about people. That's a
I
fact.
think I do too.
You might, Jesse. You
I
might.
think you do.
Kind of do.
Yeah, you probably do.
My dog is like my child, and
That's so sad.
yeah.
It's so it is, but it is fact. I'm telling you, it's fact.
So you crisis controlled.
Well, I wouldn't say control. You
Okay.
may hear this phrase often, like we need to control the
Right,
narrative.
Right.
That's incredibly complex
Okay.
to do because the platform or the people who control the narrative are typically social media first. And then potentially the traditional media, but social media drives everything.
Yeah. Dang
And
on
it'll
social media.
it'll explode on social. It may be accurate, it may not be.
right.
And so oftentimes organizations are trying to scramble to message whatever they're going to message, and social may take off like a wildfire and be entirely wrong, 50% wrong, and we work with them to figure out how bad is the situation and where do we need to attack first. Very often it's on social. We got to start communicating on social to get through this
The word out
crisis.
as quick as you
Yes,
can.
yes.
So you're working with like the governor, the mayor, all the tiers of the government. You're working with like the inner city people that are like have to notify, you know, whether it's all the way down to the property managers of apartment complexes.
That has been one of our crisis clients, is an apartment complex manager dealing with something that's
She's
gone
got more
awry.
problems on her plate. You got all these residents that live in a
Goodness.
building like that.
That's right. And one thing becomes viral with one apartment, and then their name gets sucked up into the crisis, and then they're worried about their brand. And so we work to figure out what's the truth, what's not, and what do you need to do through the media or through social media or beyond.
And I don't want to sound like a dumb question, but as far as crisis, what's the level of crisis as far as somebody, you know, 911, you know, my cat's in the tree versus like we just got like some bomb threats at a high school.
No
That's not
question's a dumb question.
That's exactly right. That is not a dumb question. Every organization or person's crisis is different. And if you've not been through,
Because the school shootings are out of control.
correct,
It's every day.
that's a crisis.
That-
we remember,
yes.
what was it, Sandy
Hook.
Hook? That was the first. I lived in LA. I lived with my roommate Carrie at the time, and it was the first time I witnessed something like that. I'll never forget. I was in the living room.
Yeah,
it was on the
that was
TV. We were all sort of like, it was very. I don't even know the word for it. It just shocking would
Yeah.
be the best word I could put it. And then now that was a one-time deal, and then it became. Now they've got the statistics. They've got the boards with dots and little colors. They're like everywhere. So it's like, are you finding that you're seeing a lot more school shootings as like a crisis?
Well, absolutely. There's no question about that. Very often when you're dealing with a university or K through 12 or a private school, in some situations, they've got people on staff to handle that. What I often say is that marketing is very different than crisis communications. Marketing is, come to our campus.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
We're
trying to get you to
amazing.
come there.
Rainbows and unicorns and
Yeah.
everything's
Yes.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Crisis is something entirely different. And what we often see is that people choose marketers to try to get through a crisis. They're
That's-
two
Not
different
good.
disciplines.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. That's like you said, like, you know,
Almost
rainbows.
night and day.
Have you done like a crisis that's like kind of like a fun crisis? Is there such thing? Like funny?
Nothing
Somebody
comes
left
to
their
Nothing
mind.
dildo
comes
in
to
a
mind.
purse.
No.
Yeah, just like
We've
I
got
guess
some serious dark
it's really dark.
stuff. Yeah.
I mean, there could, you know, crisis.
But
as
you
far
need,
as
we need
accidental
people
crisis.
like you.
We need dark people like me.
Not dark.
We're just
like,
experienced. Like we've just been
Yes.
through a lot. And what's helpful is we'll get hired by town governments that are dealing with, let's say, a billing issue.
right.
And for them, it is very real. They are eating, sleeping, breathing this crisis. It won't end because the community won't stop talking about it. It's a problem for that community, so it becomes a crisis
Wallowing
for
in
them.
it, kinda.
Where we've been through some really
Right.
dark days, we can manage both.
I was just thinking like a totally opposite like spectrum. This is a crisis, but if you had like a bunch of worms like all over a town, and like that's like a crisis,
Please don't,
right? Like
please don't inject any sort of bug or
Right.
creature.
I know, like, that's
No,
what I
thank
was
you.
thinking. I
Not
was like,
interested. No, thank you.
oof, if we had like bugs just like
We already do. It's called these
eating
freaking
water bugs.
Yes.
They're all over. But
Wait, is this the palmetto thing?
Yes.
Is this what
Yes.
you North
Okay.
Carolinians?
Here we go. You opened up.
I've
a
only
whole
been here for
series with
3
that.
years. So wait, listen,
So,
last
but-
night,
okay.
my husband and I were
What if
watching
they were
Succession.
green? Nobody would try to kill
that's
them.
a crisis.
We're a little behind on Succession, so we're watching. We're totally engrossed. And something captures my attention. Oh my gosh. And I turn to
You
the
don't like
right,
bugs, I take it.
and it is like a mamma jamma, large,
Welcome
dark
to the
Well, you can
South.
see the
up
hair
in
on
the
'em.
nook. Stop it.
Yeah.
And I'm very calm because it's at a good distance. And I said, Brad,
God.
do you have this? He's like, step away. I will handle it.
Crisis
And I
averted.
said, don't tell me how.
That is a crisis.
Do you need a
I'm
vacuum to
telling you.
suck it up? Nope, because then it's going to live in the vacuum. You figure it out.
Do you have to like sort of? Okay,
I
that's
left.
a big crisis
I left.
person.
I don't know what happened.
Could
he
you-
later
That's
told
a
me
crisis
it
left?
flew.
Oh
It
my God.
flew. It flew.
Yes, they do. Some of
Oh,
them
they
do.
fly.
I
They
have,
fly.
I have goosebumps. Stop.
There's one right there. Just kidding. Just kidding.
But that's like something I was like, okay, maybe
Could you
Julie
imagine?
has
Chills.
dealt with like I
you
know
imagine?
everything's dark now, I get that, but like you do have a crisis and it's called the water bug.
Well,
Yes,
if it
it's
was
been
an
it's been a
invasion,
crisis for
it could
3,000
be a
years in North
problem.
Carolina.
It could be a problem.
They are terrible.
Yeah.
They always say they're the only things that can make it through an atomic bomb. And I
Is it a
believe
water bug? I thought it was a palmetto bug.
Roaches, water bugs.
Roaches
They
are
palmetto
call
bugs.
disgusting
They
word.
call
They're
them
the
all the
same.
things.
They're
They're like
all
cousins,
so
and
gross.
they're all like together.
Can we move on? Can we please
Yeah,
move
yeah.
Ah, oh my God, thank you.
You've seen and heard all of it, but you do not
All
want
right,
to talk
so
about that.
what was the last crisis you dealt with that would be worthy of a phone call to
Oh.
somebody like Julie?
Call me.
Oh my goodness.
I hope you haven't had any.
I haven't really.
But you might know of something percolating.
Percolating. Let me hear.
In
Let's see. Do
Wilmington.
you have something? Is that why you asked?
No.
Whew.
I'm trying to think of. I have a crisis every day. It's like
It's all
not-
relative.
It's a
Yeah.
different level of crisis.
I know. It's like it's hard to tell your crisis, right? Like because
No, you'll
you're-
know. Trust, you'll know.
Okay,
well,
really
I
quick.
have a crisis, but like I don't want to
Tell me.
talk about it really.
Okay,
Because,
well-
like it's not. It's my family.
Okay.
It's like
We all have family crisis. It's sort
but
of, that's called
I
life.
handled it. But
Okay,
it's
good.
just like the schools, like you
Yes.
said, like my daughter and getting like I want her to have the best teachers, fun, loving, da 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 da. You know, so we moved her to one school to another, and she's having a crisis averted anyway. So
Can I tell you with these? It just came to my mind. There was a gentleman that came. They have a liquor brand they're promoting right now. I don't know if I should say the name.
Don't. Let's be
But
safe.
no, it's fine. But so talking about crisis is he's invented and patented this sort of lock for schools. It's really cool.
The liquor guy has
It's just a side thing. He has
side hustle.
side hustle.
But this side hustle is really his real deal. I think the liquor brand. It's called Big Racks, but it's like big racks. like-
crisis in my head. Yeah. There you go.
but big racks like after like deers with big
Got
antler
it.
or
Deer.
any sort of.
Okay.
You know, we live in a world of hunters here.
Okay.
I mean, I would say most, if not all, of my straight friends, most of them, about 80%, are hunters and fishermen, and including Jackie's husband, who is a professional fisherman.
Me, what?
He's like, what, yeah, and you.
You're a
yeah,
professional
it's-
fisher woman?
Oh,
Well,
she's
not-
killed crocodiles bigger than me and you put together.
Where's the crocodile?
Crocodile.
I mean,
It's,
she's
yeah, I got
a-
a
it's a
crocodile,
gator
like-
here.
Or
You are-
alligator.
Yeah, it's a big old crocodile.
Tell us about
Did
that,
you
though.
kill
That
a
was
gator?
wild. I'm so intrigued by that.
Did you kill a gator?
I did not kill a gator.
Okay,
but I
good.
wish I did.
Why?
Crocodile.
That would be so cool.
No.
Okay.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't. If it was like swarming, if we had too many of them, like population
not.
control. That's why I've never killed them.
Behind
So-
my house, there's an alligator superhighway. I talked to the
Oh.
North Carolina
They all over the
Game
place.
and Fishermen
Right.
th-
Oh, God.
organization.
I'm getting Monica mixed up with Brittany. They went on that. No, they. But anyway,
Okay.
I just.
So
wanna
what-
go.
Anyway,
happened?
so we have a pond behind our
Right.
home. There is one singular gator who lives in there. I almost didn't buy the house in Wilmington
'Cause he was
because of the
there?
gator.
He's a nice one.
But now I kind of we are excited when we
friends.
see the gator because we're from Maryland and
Yeah.
this is a big deal. So then the gators, people may not know this, they climb fences.
Yeah,
What?
They do
See?
a lot. Of
They
things.
will climb
know
one of
alligator.
those
That's a
black
crisis
wrought iron
right there.
and climb over
You
the
need a
fence
shot.
from the pond
Messed up.
into our neighbor's backyard. They have a 2-year-old girl.
Oh,
She wasn't home. They weren't
no.
home, but it was caught
Are
on
you
camera.
serious?
So I
That's a-
call. I get all like reportery.
Have you heard
That's
about
my
stuff
background.
like this before?
Yeah.
All right, journalism. I know. I was
Yeah.
going to talk about.
So let me tell you this. So I call the expert, and I'm on the phone with him for like 45 minutes, asking him like 45 questions, and he's super nice and he's very informative, and he says, "Ma'am, you moved into New Hanover County, North Carolina, which is the alligator's home." I said, "Excuse me, that was not on any part of the realtor information." Love my realtor,
Disclosed.
Sherry Engel. I love you. I know you love
love
Sherry.
Sherry.
I love her. Anyway, he said that generally speaking, it was that qualifier. Generally speaking, if you leave the gators alone, you're fine.
They won't mess with you. Yeah.
They won't mess with you.
Go there and try to throw a stick at him or something.
So we have seen kids tossing food
They're kids. I mean,
to the gator. Don't do that.
Yeah, don't
But
do
my
that.
question is,
Spank my
why
kid.
did that gator climb the fence into the backyard, and isn't that a danger?
Did
And
it
the North
smell
Carolina guy's
something?
like, no, that's not a danger. I said, if he bites
that guy does not have kids.
a dog
doesn't have a
or a
leg.
child, then it might be a crisis. Anyway, how do we get on
yeah,
the gators?
that is a crisis.
No,
but,
alligators are a thing here.
I mean,
they're-
in Florida, my grandparents, they lived in Florida, and I feel like they were like, yeah, we got the alligators right in the back. So,
Yes.
like, they're a thing there, but I didn't know that they were
well, the
such a-
Everglades, obviously, you're living
Yeah,
in
I
their
know.
world,
Well,
is what they
right.
say. It's like when people say,
There could be
But
one back there, right back there.
Actually, there wasn't one in Bradley Creek the other, like, couple months ago.
Yeah.
And we live on the marsh, and so my little head's been like
Yeah.
this.
You need to
on
look.
a swivel
Yes.
because my child out there, I mean,
Yeah.
we're out there, and, like, you don't know. They're fast, too. They're
You don't
fast.
think they would because they seem
They
like
are
these
fast,
old
though.
dinosaurs, but they
Little
can
legs are
turn
like
it
this
on,
big.
right?
I feel
These
like
little
I'm an
legs.
alligator sometimes. I'm like,
oh my God, I was in Mexico one time and I got this close from me to the light. I was with my friend Kirsten and we went to, where was it? Tulum. And we're on the way back and she's like, these cenotes. She's like, oh, let's pull off the road and go to this cenote. And so like, I see people like getting in. There's like weird life jackets and like flippers and all this. I'm like, all right, this is really, all right, let's pay our $25 to go jump in this fucking mud pie. So I get in there, and so she's like a fish. She's out there, she's swimming, she's jumping over the thing, she's just like all over. And I'm like, okay, I'm like putting on my stuff. I'm putting on the flippers. I'm putting on the armies. I'm putting on the. I'm not playing.
Your swimmies on?
Because yes, I was totally maybe not the swimmies with the life jacket or whatever the fuck it was. And I'm like, so I get out there and I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like learning how to like push. I'm not very aquatic. I'm an Aquarius. I don't know how I am because I love the water and I love looking at it, but I don't like to be too. I like to go on a boat and stuff,
yeah,
but
you're always on the boat.
I love the water, but I
You
don't
need
like.
a-
I don't like being stuck
life
under.
jacket on you
I'm
now?
not. My friend Harrison is trying to get me to get scuba qualified.
So
Have
what
you ever done that?
happened? Wait, what happened?
So I'm
next
literally
day?
out there, and there's a line that goes over the water, and she goes under it. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? No, the
What
line
kind
is
of line?
like a do
don't
not cross line.
Well,
Right? Here's a crisis. I should have my cell phone in my pocket. So I literally go under the thing. I see her like she's under the water. She's like.
did you
swimming
follow her?
I did.
Jesse.
And as soon as I get under it with all my contraptions and all my floaties and like I'm pulling the thing, it like whaps me in the head and flips me over. And I look over there, there's an alligator from me to you.
No way.
I'm not fucking kidding. And the alligator's like looking at me. And I thought for 1 second it might be like a fake alligator because they try to mess with you and scare you. And I'm like, oh, I saw it. Man, I like burnt that water up. Like
You've
I
never
was swimming under, and the wire thing didn't even faze me. I went right under it. And I said, what the fuck didn't you tell me that? He said, they already had lunch. I said, they already had lunch. I was about to be the
You're a little
snack.
Yeah, the snack, the
It's about to be
dessert.
some
You're the
shit.
sweet treat post lunch.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Man, I
But you
feel
know
like-
what? It's taken us a while to get here. We've been trying to get on the podcast forever. Julie and I met. Where were we going? Where were we
I,
going?
I assume I was doing some sort of training event or some sort of speaking
I'm always going
engagement.
to visit family. Every time I'm on an airplane, it's usually for like
I'm always working.
grandma or like, I don't know. I guess Mexico's not family.
Yeah,
I do
you
love
go
going
on
there.
a lot of places on a plane. What are you talking about?
You know, being single, you know, you travel, you look for something to do.
Single
But,
and mingling.
All right, so I'd like to say, so what's the next? Like you already told me this earlier, because it's hard to always go back and talk. But if there was like another job level of something that you were interested in doing, because so where do you get like your self credit? Because you seem like such an amazing, sweet person,
Sweet.
and you're dealing with
Yeah,
so
you haven't
much.
Got him fooled.
Are you really a bitch?
I'm not. No,
Okay.
I wouldn't.
Communications major.
I'm a journalism major.
Okay,
Back to the journalism, yes.
I was too, so I feel like
I have the capability, but I would not say that is my personality.
Okay.
I don't want to do anything other than this, which might be very short-sighted, but it's my firm. Julie
yeah, so
Parker
you,
Communications is my baby.
Yeah.
Julie Parker Communications, everyone look it up, like it, follow it. Call her if you need some. If you have a major crisis,
Major.
call
It doesn't
her
even
up.
have to be major.
Okay.
It could be a minor one, and we'll
How
walk
about
you
this?
through it.
So my mom just retired. She's been involved with Down syndrome, autistic, and group homes my whole life. As a kid, she worked 2 full-time jobs. So, but she now, before she retired, her last bit was to hold a crisis line. So she had she had her own phone, her own life. But she had this phone with her everywhere she went, and she'd stop everything she was doing. She would literally stop everything she was doing. She'd get a call on that phone, and she'd be gone. And she was, you know what? To me, it was just like Captain Save-A-Mom. I mean, she would be like gone and out of there, and she'd be talking to. It could be a stranger that's just having a meltdown. Not even drugs or alcohol, just like somebody just having a total,
This was just an open crisis line for people to call her?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It was part of the, I think it was not Carteret County, whatever county her.
Oh yeah, I've heard of those. Like if you don't
it's a
feel
crisis
well,
Through a
you
government.
call, like,
Yeah.
You call the hotline
But
if
you
you're
have
like
to answer it. Like, that's
if you
part
have
of
like
that.
bad like thoughts or something like right.
Yeah. So it's like, there's suicide prevention,
Right.
which is a big, huge one. And I know a lot of friends of mine that have lost children and lost husbands and wives or whatever. It is a dark and sad, subject, but it exists and it happens and it's out there. And a lot of times it is probably drugs or alcohol related. Or it's just bad. Some people just literally have,
Or need to talk stuff through.
yeah, not having an outlet to talk to.
Yeah, right.
Do you actually put people on to therapists, or like after the crisis is over, what
That's
is
an
what do you do
interesting
after
Yes,
that?
that was one I wanted to
We often say that we feel like therapists. We are not medically trained, nothing
Right.
like that. But when you are in
life coach.
something that is
Dramatic.
traumatic, incredibly significant to you, and very often we're dealing with the heads of organizations. There's not a lot of people they can talk to. They're not going to talk,
They're
2,
very
3
vulnerable.
levels
They're at their
down.
worst.
They're up there by themselves oftentimes. So we come in and we have these conversations, and what I appreciate is that we very quickly become trusted confidants. And you can't. It's almost like, but different. It's almost like an attorney. If you have done something, let's say you've committed a crime, and you need to get an attorney, you have to tell the attorney everything. You can't tell them
Can't leave
50%
nothing out. Yeah.
and have them
Give you
properly.
the right answer. Yeah, or the right outcome.
It's like,
coach
hi,
you.
I'm Julie. I'm your new best friend, and we can get through this. Hold my hand.
Basically, you need to become someone that they feel comfortable talking through.
I asked you this earlier.
Something with,
We did
yeah.
a little pit stop at Dockside. Shout out to Dockside.
Just quick, real
But
quick.
it's funny because what's going to happen when somebody's on a ledge and they're going to jump off a bridge, off of a building? Like, how would you handle that?
I would say that is not our kind of crisis. It is very obviously a crisis that
I would
probably.
if I got you on the phone, I would leave. I'd get off the ledge.
You would come to me?
Yes, I would.
I feel like we have called
Like,
each
bitch, get off that
other-
damn building. You're
I
gonna
feel like we
fucking
have called
die.
each other in like tears
Yes.
about something.
Something.
I mean, I feel like that's just life. Like sometimes you have like a crisis and you're like, I'm having a
Yeah. A lot of times
meltdown.
you're probably tired, because that's the only time I really have my crises is when I'm like exhausted. You're vulnerable when you're tired. And I think some of these people too that have been up all night and they're doing drugs and they're drinking and they make these bad decisions at 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. They've obviously been induced, because it's like, would you ever do that if you were sober? No. You know
We're
what I mean?
typically dealing with organizations, and I think that the relationships that you can very quickly form with someone, I learned working in news, because as a general assignment reporter in
Where's your
Washington,
first
D.C.,
DC?
that wasn't my first market. My first market was Hagerstown, Maryland, Western Maryland.
You
where
graduated college.
I did graduate from the University of Maryland, go Terps. And in Hagerstown, we walked around with giant TV cameras, being the writers, the reporters, the anchors,
All of it.
everything. But eventually I went to Washington, D.C., and what I learned there surprised me, because you can knock on a door as part of your assignment when someone has just been through the worst
Moment of their life.
moment of their lives. And they will either tell you, get off my property, which I completely understand, and
Hey.
I'll walk away,
Bye.
or can I tell
Or
you
help
about
me.
my daughter? Can I
Right.
tell you what my daughter
Hold
was
my
like?
hand.
Yes, I have chills because there will be numerous times where the mom or the dad or the family is seated across from me telling the story of the daughter who was killed in a car crash. And all they want to do is have people remember their loved one. So the bond and the ability for people to trust me started forming, I think, I mean, prior to me becoming a journalist, but basically I honed my people skills being a journalist, because you need to get people to talk to you in order to do your job.
Trust you, right.
And so now
Oh, yeah.
we need to get people to talk to us, to tell us how bad the problem is in order to figure out how to assist them.
Did you? I'm not going to name any names, but did you do the people that went to the concert crisis and they were up on the big screen canoodling?
Oh.
I'm not going to say any names.
So there's
no
sexual
names. Ooh.
crises.
I can understand.
Come on, tell us about
That's
some
a
sex
What
crisis.
you're
crisis.
referencing, I did not help that company.
But
How
somebody
would you
needed,
help
like,
that? How would you help that?
Well, it's an interesting question because that obviously became a very big,
so quick.
big.
Boom. That guy was
fast.
like recently on Saturday Night Live or something. Got like
If you
called
would have
out.
said yes, I would have fallen out and been
You
like, tell
would've
me
fallen
all.
out.
Yes, I would-
I mean, they hired Gwyneth Paltrow to do a little shtick
Oh, my
to get them
goodness.
through
No, they didn't.
this
Wow.
crisis. And what's interesting is, I want to say it was this week, a source of, or a source familiar with the woman in that
Yes.
canoodling
Yes.
situation
I wanna
was
canoodle.
talking to people, Us Weekly, whatever it was. And I thought, this is very interesting. Why are they reopening
Right.
this
Bullshit.
story that we had all moved
Let
past?
them go. That,
I
didn't
was
didn't
so
you think they
sick of
suffered
seeing
enough
it.
embarrassment?
And now it's now back
Jesus. I was
on
so
the
sick of
national
Look, you
stage.
messed
It's
up.
like she
You
wanted
had
to
an
be
affair.
famous. Like she was probably like,
let it
"Hello, we will be
go.
here."
I don't have
at
any
this
Everybody
sense-
in
time.
the world
I
knows
don't know.
about it.
I don't have the
It's
inside
just
scoop.
think she
have a
did
little
that.
bit of sympathy for somebody having an affair.
So just don't get caught canoodling, or if you
Yeah.
do, Jesse, call Julie.
You know what? I'll canoodle all day. I don't care.
On
Camera,
camera,
not camera.
though.
I ain't got no. Well, this ring is Jesus. This is not. I'm not married to anything.
You need to switch that
I'm married
ring
to
around.
God and
Well,
everything else.
that's good.
Oh my gosh. So I'd like to first of all give you a big shout out for coming here today.
Thank
you
you.
so much.
Thank
It
you.
was
What's
very
next?
nice
Where are you
talking.
going? You have to meet a girl. So Trailborn.
I've never been.
Have you
There are
been yet?
plenty of places in Wilmington I still have not seen. I've been here 3 years, and I want to explore every one of them. I love
lot.
eating out. I
There's-
love meeting up with
Wilmington's
friends.
booming.
It is.
I
It's
ha-
small,
I'm-
but it's not.
From here, and I'm
It's
like,
really
I don't
not-
even know what
there's
you're
some-
talking about.
Then they have these pods, which annoys me because it's like it was.
It's the old
before-
blockade runner.
Oh
Yes,
yes,
yes.
duh.
They rebranded.
Duh. I'm
So
thinking.
we went. Me and Monica went there, and it was so they were still doing construction. It was loud. It was like, no, Christine. So we went there, and the rooms. The best thing about there is if you ever stay there, ask for the 7th floor ocean view. That's like that's the spot.
Good to know.
Yes, it's the primo, unless you want to be low to the ground and have a balcony. Otherwise, you sit up.
Well, it's nice for a sunset, like
There you go.
cocktail.
There you go.
Me, my
And let's talk
husband,
about this, by the way.
Yeah.
So Neil McIntyre, Dr. McIntyre,
Yes.
has allowed us to use his beautiful home again to
Cocktail
have this
view.
podcast.
Stunning.
And it was just featured on The Waterfront, the TV show. I heard it's not getting another season, but there are other networks that could possibly pick it up. You never know.
And we're walking where the stars have been
We're-
walking
they
and
were
breathing
just
the
right
same
where
air.
Zach is. No, but I mean, in all, I was hoping he would get back because I did want to interview Neil because he is such an amazing, not just person, friend, but a doctor. I mean, everybody that's been under his care has been like, I mean, when
deals
Ashley
with a lot of
Kozakowski,
crises.
Ashley from the news, she broke her leg years
Yeah,
ago,
crisis.
and I was working for Brian back then, and I was having to help her and drive, whatever. Just it was a time, but that's when I met her. It's great.
Yeah.
I don't know. So, would you got somebody you want to shout out to? Emmy, your mama loves you. Thank you really.
You know what?
I wanted to thank Neil, but go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Because Neil, we love you, and
Yes. Thank you.
thanks
Neil.
for letting us use your place. I mean, the show was cool. I don't know why I didn't get picked up for the second season. You kind of disagreed a little bit.
I liked it. What?
She was like,
My
"Uh."
daughters watched it.
Oh, they did.
You didn't like it?
I like really dark. This is shocking.
This
like
is
really
kinda-
dark.
That
stuff.
show was kind of dark.
Really? Really?
I think you might get.
Wait,
She's getting mixed up with a
The
different
Wife
show.
Hunters. Have you seen that
I
one?
have not.
Hunting Wives.
Oh yeah, it's not
Yes.
Hunting Wives. Sorry,
Oh,
I'm
my
so
God.
Hunting
dyslexic.
Wives?
Here we go.
You need to
Ding,
see that.
ding. All right.
Julie, call me after you've watched it.
You haven't seen
We'll
Hunting
talk
Wives
about
yet?
it.
No.
So
I'm still on
Y'all-
Succession. Come on.
Oh yeah, that
the
was
most
a good
craziest.
one.
So good.
Y'all,
You're
the-
like F off all
the
the
craziest thing
time.
about
Like,
Hunting
wow,
Wives
this is a lot.
is that we stayed there, me and a group of my friends from Wilmington. Whoever's listening might be getting a kick out of this, but we rented that house during COVID. We were not supposed to be around more than a couple people 10 feet away, blah, blah, blah. There was 15 of us hanging out.
Cuddling.
We rented this house.
Super spreader.
More than cuddling.
Good thing you weren't
Most
on
of
the
us.
big
Exactly.
screen.
Yes.
You would've been
But you know what? I'll tell you something. Just in case anybody out there is like, "Oh, you should have got COVID." Nobody got COVID. Not one person.
So you
For-
so you're all in this like pod
It was a
together
big
and-
house.
and didn't leave?
It was a big house.
Did people come and go, or were they like
No,
locked
we all
in?
had to pay to rent the place for the week, wherever it was. And so that was something. And then what we're really getting to, Jackie, is that there's so many television shows out there right now, geographically zoned in on Wilmington. I mean, it is wild.
It's
Like
the East
Look
Coast
at it. Look at the
Hollywood.
water.
Yeah.
It's
you've got
so
Waterford, which is
beautiful.
Neil's house, and yes, we've partied here through David Rouser's
There's-
his party here.
A lot of history of Hollywood here.
It's
I
getting-
mean,
it's
my
even getting
family-
going.
Wilmywood.
My family is
Did I tell you that her dad?
did.
So Art, tell her
Yes.
about your father.
my father.
How he relates to the movie
Well,
industry.
yes, he is a chef, so he caters to the stars. I mean, he's done so many shows. Like, it's so funny because we'll sit on the couch and he'll be going through surfing TV when that was a thing, right? And U.S. Marshal was on, and he was like, "Oh, I did this," or I remember flying to see. Well, this was in Wilmington, but George of the Jungle. He did that one. But it's before Screen Gem. Well, he found out Screen Gems they were going to build here. So he moved from California, started a little gig there, moved from California, was the first caterer here in Wilmington, North Carolina. So he's just been really successful. He did
legend.
Mighty Ducks. He did Flubber with Robin Williams. He
Fire.
did,
What was it? With
the
Drew
first
Barrymore?
one. Yeah, he did that
So he's
one.
feeding them all.
Firestarter.
He is
Feeding
just-
them all.
Yes,
He
feeding
actually
them
started
all.
it. He is.
I worked, and then he said, "You need to work," and threw me in the mix, and I had to work. It was like the Tammy with Melissa McCartney.
Oh my gosh.
And
Oh, I love her.
the Jennifer Aniston and Jason Sudeikis.
And you know what?
songs.
You know
So
what,
funny.
Jackie? You are native. You were born and raised here. I, on the other hand, was raised here. But what gets me is like, okay, we had what was it? It was Dawson's Creek.
I was on Dawson's Creek.
You were on Dawson's
were?
Creek. Oh my!
and my dad worked on it, so,
so
they
another,
were.
another art gig, right? And then you had One Tree Hill, Barbara Woods. We've had her on the podcast.
Aren't the stars so teeny? I was on the red carpet for the Oscars. They are so tiny.
They shrink them.
Yes. Yeah,
No, they're just
like,
tiny.
They were about.
There's-
Well, last time I was there, they
Yes.
were probably like
George
this.
Clooney is so handsome and
Oh, yeah.
so tiny.
Brad Pitt. Have you seen him?
Oh.
I'm
Elle
sure he
McPher-
was with
Elle
George.
McPherson.
They're like,
Oh,
Yeah.
Christy Brinkley. They're all getting like they all look great. I mean, when you have that much money, you better look good. 'Cause
But
you got
on
all these
TV,
people looking out for you
they
to look
look
good.
just.
It's fine. Yeah, you don't know.
But then you go up to him and you're like, oh, you're just like my height.
Right, and the guy on
like,
Succession who I'm obsessed with is Greg, and he's 6'7" in
Holy
real life.
Wow.
Yeah, so
6'7".
watch. They position him so that he
Yeah.
doesn't appear so tall. I'm obsessed with tall people
And
because
you
I'm
know
tall.
what?
I'm not want to be a
Since
You're-
I've
you're
worked
not.
on
You're not,
shows
Jesse.
I'm so short.
Basically, my whole life, they will put platforms on.
I bet. Yeah.
On
Yeah.
actors.
Well, that's Tom Cruise. He's all smoke and
mean,
mirrors.
yeah.
He's got lifts in his
Yeah,
shoes as well.
yeah, I mean-
Hey Tom, I'm
He's,
still
he's
looking for you.
5'6". Is he
I'm
5'6"?
I'm still looking for you, Tom. I remember that ride
Is
in
that
West
your
Hollywood.
like celebrity?
No,
like,
God,
no.
no.
Who's your celebrity?
No, I had a situation with him one time. A close situation.
Katie Holmes.
Oh, so it was Katie Holmes.
Yeah.
Back to Dawson's Creek.
Creek.
I met her at Lampole Country Club. She was going to go tour some property with Becky. And so she walked in. She was super tall.
She's really.
I was shocked how tall she was.
Let's calm down. Is it like 5'9"? Because that's how tall I am.
I mean, when I was
would
like
say
13,
6'5".
I was like.
Wait,
but
Katie
she's really-
Holmes is not
She's like
6'5".
almost
What are you talking about?
Katie, I love you, but
I
you're
don't
not.
think she's that
you
tall.
know.
But
I'm looking it up right
you're-
now because
yes,
that is
look it up.
that is
She's not
nonsense.
6'5".
I have a picture with her, but
That is
She's
not
not
13
6'5".
years old.
Katie Holmes, I'm so sorry. I know you're not 6'5". I
Michelle
was,
Williams is
I was just making a
very-
joke.
She's so.
But when I
petite,
did see you, Katie Holmes, you came in. It was when the sales office
Is
was
she
at the other
listening?
gate.
Like you're talking to her like
I
she's
see a
listening.
drunk and they'd let me sleep in that beside the copier. I was like 14.
I have no Wi-Fi.
So, by the way, 5'9".
That's how tall
You
I am.
looked
You jerk. You said she was 6.
She was wearing
5'5".
heels. I don't know.
6'5", wow.
She was wearing stilettos.
Not like.
Showing property.
She's
That
still
much.
not 6'5".
Okay, so those are the old school shows. So now we've got some new ones.
Yes, and
We-
my dad did the summer.
Summer Turned Pretty. Lila made her cameo in that.
She
So
did.
proud of her.
Yes.
Is this your daughter?
No, no.
No, that's Emmy.
No, Emmy's my daughter. But
So
my
the
dad
daughter.
Did
So the daughter. I've thrown Lila's 16th birthday, her 18th birthday, her 21st birthday. I just did something else. Oh, actually, did Jonas's family reunion
These are
at their
all
house.
on the show.
So he was the creator of Outer Banks.
Yes.
Got it.
So he basically, I feel like Jonas basically brought the filming back to Wilmington. It put a scope back on
Like,
where we
look at-
are. Like, look at
Look
us.
where we can
But he
make
was
movies.
expanding. He was out in Charleston, and a lot of people gave him shit because they were like, "Oh, you're using different names, blah blah blah." It's nonfiction. It is a nonfictional show, and I did have the privilege to meet
Wait, what show is nonfiction?
The
Outer
summer.
Banks.
Oh, yeah.
The
Is
Outer Banks
nonfiction?
or fiction. It's not real.
Do you know what fiction?
There we go.
Pulp Fiction. It's Pulp
Fiction.
It's Pulp Fiction.
Yes.
Pulp Fiction.
Fiction.
No, I really do want to give some kudos to Jonas and Jennifer because I'm really good friends with them. I've been so lucky because they let me through all their parties for their kids. I did Jonas's family reunion a couple months ago at their house. And I'm so proud of Jennifer because she just did Driver's Ed. It's a movie that's coming out. So between Driver's Ed, Outer Banks, Runarounds.
Yep.
Love the Runarounds. If y'all haven't seen it
haven't
yet,
seen it.
Prime, get on it. Lila's a main star of the show.
Gotta see it.
So Jonas has put his daughter on screen, and she's killing it. She doesn't drink alcohol. She eats like so good. I'm so proud of Lila. I mean, I guess I have a little special place in my heart for her because I saw her turn 16. I saw her turn 18. That party at their house, Jennifer, I ain't gonna say nothing. Just joking. And then 21 was at the Penthouse. I never seen 30 kids so responsible and so like, I don't know. Everybody thinks, these teenagers
It
are a
makes
mess.
me have hope that my daughter is going to.
Emmy will be fine.
I
She
know
surrounds
she will,
herself with
but,
good people.
I mean, you want to hear that as a mom or a dad.
Yeah.
Like
My kid's not
they're-
going to be crazy
Right,
in
well,
public without me
who
there.
knows? But I mean, just it's good to hear that they're responsible young adults, right? Like in the
Exactly.
world. So.
I've got a 22-year-old who now lives in Brooklyn.
I was going to ask you
out
family.
in the real world.
She is married, everyone. So
Yeah,
guys,
Brad
chill
Parker is our
out.
director of marketing. My husband
Okay.
started working for us, so that's an
Are you
interesting.
cracking the
dynamic.
whip on
Are
him?
you like?
Let's get to work now.
Like wake up 6 a.m. Wake up. Let's go.
I do
Now.
have to control
Now.
myself because he's so accessible. And
Oh, is he
I am
handsome?
type A.
Is he
and
good looking?
He is
I'm
handsome,
sure.
and he's funny. You would love him.
Maybe
But
we
he's
need to
he's type
have him
B, and I'm type A, and so he might be a B minus. I might be an A plus. In any event, we get along famously. We're coming up on our 25th anniversary.
congrats.
Anniversary.
New Year's Eve. And so it's crazy to like we were sitting in our pool last night overlooking the pond with the gator and thinking like did you ever could we have ever imagined we'd be living in North Carolina sitting in our pool working together when we met at News Channel 8 back in the 90s? No
Channel
chance.
8.
News Channel 8, no chance. No chance. Like you
wow.
just don't know.
And
how-
y'all love it here.
I love it here.
Right?
You're radiant. You look happy.
Well,
Yes.
thank you.
It shows that you love it here.
Thank you. Thanks.
It's crazy because now, like, just go back on the TV shows that are being filmed here. It's like you had The Summer I Turned Pretty, Lila starred in, and then you have The Runarounds, which is taken off. Like, I went to their concert. Jennifer invited me to go to the concert, and it was also I took my niece
band.
who's 19 The band. Runarounds.
So
the
Lainey
band.
Parker
They're like a band.
is an
and
extra
a-
in the runaround.
Uh-huh.
Oh, really?
Right.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
good.
slowed it down. She showed us the pictures.
Aw.
I don't think we're allowed to share anything like that yet, but she's our
Yeah.
18-year-old.
I love that.
So
See,
she
when
sat
you-
as an extra
when
for
you
like
he- are here,
12
yeah.
hours. You get to do
live
that
here,
stuff.
You can be
It's
an
so
extra.
I mean,
True.
the waterfront. The waterfront was all Southport, which was really cool because that was my first
so
job as provision
beautiful.
company.
Yeah.
We were watching. I was like, oh, that's where I used to work.
I'm so sad they're not coming back.
I know, but we are happy because I hope the Runarounds is definitely going to get a second, and we're hoping they better. I mean, it'd be stupid if they did not give them a second season. And you got We Were Liars was not filmed here, but Emily, Barbara's daughter, was the star of that show. Did you see We Were Liars?
No.
It was a very New England setting. It looked like Fire Island or what's the
When do you have
place where all
time
the
to
rich
watch all
people
these
go in New York?
shows, Jeff?
Fire. What's the other Fire
do you have a
Island? The
job?
straight
Yeah,
version.
right?
Do you work?
Like, what do you do?
I mean, I have like all kinds of
You-
different little pieces.
I have.
No, but y'all, I'm trying to tell you something. There was something
What
important.
is it?
I
You
forgot to
forgot.
say.
You forgot.
It's okay. No, the TV shows. So it was like, we've been through Dawson's Creek and One Tree Hill. And then thank God for Jonas bringing back One Tree Hill or Outer Banks. And then now Runarounds. In the summer, I Turned Pretty. But there's also shows that emulate here now that make it look like they're here, but they're not. You've got like the Waterford thing was Southport all the way. But We Were Liars. It's a New England setting, but because I love Emily.
Well,
She's
there's a lot of shows like Iron Man that was filmed here, but you would never.
that was the
know.
year they did the
You
Millers.
never know.
Yeah,
And my dad did the Millers. I worked on the Millers.
Pure gold, baby.
Yeah, I mean, nobody.
Jennifer
was
Aniston was swinging around a pole. Hey,
I can't talk
crisis
about that.
control. That's what we need. God, I would die.
Well, no,
if
it was
they
for the movie.
I know. And
But can you?
when I met her dad, actually, I was working on the set of Black Knight with Martin Lawrence. Did you know that?
No, I
about
had
him?
no idea. See, he
Yes.
works on
Doing
so many.
what?
I was just an extra. I was nothing big.
Were you like?
I got to wear
"Hi."
like a
You have never told me this.
I know, it just came up. My brain just caught on fire.
Well, what did hit? Was my dad like running around like?
Well, Martin
Okay.
Lawrence was in his heyday, if you know what I mean. But I'm trying to think. Wilmington really is. It is a filming capital, and I think Atlanta keeps stealing shit from us, and Charleston keeps stealing stuff. But on a lighter note, we are working on a
That's a
reality
crisis.
show.
Bring the shows back.
It's a reality show we're kind of working on. I keep putting little teasers out to people listening that are excited. But we start shooting tomorrow, actually.
Your reality show?
Yes, we're doing it one more shot. Before COVID, we shot a show with Bravo. Bravo picked it up. I was the main character. It was about the penthouse. It was a huge deal.
That's amazing.
I flew to New York, met the Bravo team. I signed the Julie Murray. Hi, Julie. I hope I get to call you. If I call Julie Murray again, that means things are good. She was my entertainment lawyer. I went through all that stuff. And then we wrapped around my birthday in February, right before COVID. March 13th, they shut everything down. So the house caught on fire. I almost lost the penthouse. Yacht Club went down. There was something else major. The break.
pandemic.
I had a
A
breakup.
pandemic.
That was crisis control.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
I needed
you-
Julie Parker during that
Yes,
time.
you needed-
Shit, I was ready to hang myself upside down. It was awful. But you know what? I feel like 5 years later,
Look at you now.
Yeah.
here you are, you're crisis control. I'm at the Waterford house, at Neil's house. I'm with my best friends. I'm hosting a podcast. I've got Zach. Like, we are
Hey,
literally, we're going to kill it. We're just trying our best to keep this son of a bitch moving, But we had cool places like this and cool people like you and amazing friends. Jackie and I met in New York City. Kelly Barnes set us up on a play
Yeah.
date years ago. So we met,
Play date.
not even here. We
Yeah.
met like in New York City.
But you both lived here.
Yes.
We're in the city.
Running around the city looking for friends that we cared about. Needed somebody like, help me. This is crazy.
We need
here."
a crisis. I needed somebody in crisis control. I was like, hold my hand. I'm here. I don't know what to do.
But there's Wilmington's got so much to offer a lot of people, and I think we're watching it grow. We're watching all these new buildings pop up, and keep the trees. They're keeping the trees. We need the trees.
Yes.
But so I guess we're gonna wrap this up, guys.
All right.
I'd like for you, first of all, to give some shout outs to your loved ones and your people and whoever you feel like you want to say hello to out there.
Well, I would just like to let everyone know if you're interested in learning more about what we do, we're at julieparkerco.com. big shout out to Brad Parker, our director of marketing, Kylie Parker, who is now out in the workforce, her first real job.
Get it, Kylie.
Kylie
Yay,
in
go
Brooklyn, New
Kylie.
York, and Lainey Parker, who is a freshman at the
Brooklyn.
University of Tampa,
Tampa.
doing the whole extra thing in Wilmington
sweet.
before she left. And my whole team, we just had a team retreat in DC and Northern Virginia. I love these people so much. They work for us, but they are so interesting and funny and smart, and we just keep growing. And it's just the best. It's just the best.
Well, thanks for coming on today. This week I'd like to throw out some shout outs because we have the premiere party for Wayward. So if you're a Netflix person,
Yeah.
if you subscribe to Netflix, look for Allie Lind. She's one of the main characters on Wayward. It's coming out tomorrow. So put it on your to-do list for your watch list. I love Allie. I've known her since she was a baby. Her mom is Barbara Woods. Barbara was the mom from One Tree Hill. We've had her on the podcast a while ago. And, and then we have a member guest party. So, all right, if you've been trying to join the Penthouse and you haven't had the nerve or, the time
hit us up.
or the money to come join,
It's amazing. I love
come
it.
see
so
us.
I
fun.
love it.
And then this Friday and Saturday, you have Alex and me. So
Yay.
come by, and I look forward to seeing everybody. Go ahead, Jackie.
I want to shout out to, you know what I've been really loving is my jewelry.
I love that diamond ring. It's pretty.
These are just, it's a great company, Smith & Co. Have you heard of them?
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh
love
my
them.
goodness. So, local designer in Wilmington. She is just amazing with all of her just little statement pieces. These are not them, but I'm just saying I have some earrings, and I have like
You got
what
some
they
bling
call
over
a
there,
lot of
girl.
bling, and I can match it, mix and match. So thank you, Smith & Co. for actually putting out some stuff that I feel like I can match with all of my other things that I have, right? Like I have a lot of like very high-end expensive jewelry, and then you can have like, the
Playful.
stuff,
Playful.
So Smith & Co. Thank you for designing all the things that match my wardrobe. And just my family. Love y'all.
All right, thanks. Tune in next week. We've got Anna Lynn. She's one of my DJs. She performs EDM music throughout the months. Please, she'll be on next week. This could be entertaining. If Monica could get her ass back to work.
Monica is traveling like a fish.
She's fishing. She's traveling.
Who knows?
She's
If we like
jet setting.
find her right now, she's
We
probably
love you,
like,
Monica. Anyway, and also thank Zach for everything that
Thank
happens
you,
around here.
Zach.
Thanks, Zach.
And
best.
Neil, you're the best. Thanks
house
for
is
letting us use your
amazing.
place.
Neil.
And,
Thank you, Dr.
Tune in
Neil.
next week for more shits and giggles. And you never know if it's going to be serious or if it's going to be fun. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks all.